this is an idea I had visited when I was low-key going through it, and it's an idea that I was revisiting today and I just wanted to chat about. But it's the idea and belief that our natural state of being is one of kindness and love. And okay, great. But the things we experience and the situations we face really change how we act and react to the world. And I feel like it's not really a revolutionary idea that kindness is our default. It's one that definitely people have studied before and people I feel like are drawn to again and again. And with that, I'm definitely, I feel like, drawn to it. And my hope in life is to be as kind as possible, even when there are times when it's hard. For example, today I was faced with a situation where everyone was talking over me and they weren't really listening to what I had to say. And one person, this really upset me, was when I was trying to express my opinion. We're working on a team project. This person was on their phone while I was trying to speak and express my idea, and they basically just weren't listening, and it upset me so much because it's like, I'm another human being. I feel like I deserve the same respect that I gave you when you were presenting your idea, and they were just shutting down basically what I had to say. That's what it felt like, because they were on their phone, they weren't listening to what I had to say. And so eventually my idea wasn't heard out and we ended up going with this person's idea, which is totally fine, but I thought it was really unfair and I was getting really upset and frustrated in the moment. But I think I still tried to act with kindness. I think maybe you could tell from my face that I was a little bit annoyed, but I still tried to be very kind throughout, and I sort of detached myself and I said, okay, it's fine, like, it's not the biggest deal in the world. And I went back to my work, and then we regrouped later to flesh out the idea more. But it was definitely a bit upsetting, and so I feel like that's why I'm revisiting this idea today, honestly, because of that whole interaction. But yeah, my hope in life is honestly to just be as kind as possible every time that I can be. And I feel like if I've been unkind, whether it's intentional or unintentional, I feel like oftentimes it's unintentional. I feel it so deeply and it sticks with me and it hurts me itself. And so I know not every person is like that because of the experiences they've been through, but just for me, that's what I've experienced. And so I don't think this aspiration to be as kind as possible is one that's selfish, although there is a selfish aspect to it that I want to acknowledge, that aspect that I, of course, don't want to feel bad about myself. But I feel like it makes sense, right? Not wanting to feel bad, but overall, like, yeah, I just want to be as kind as possible. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I had written down when I was exploring this idea was, I just wish to be the sun, to glow and to be a light. The sun doesn't ask for anything back in return. It just shines on people, and that's what I want to be. And I feel like that was really beautiful, honestly, and really resonated with me even as I looked back on it like 3 whole months later. 3 months later. And I want everyone to think of me as someone who's sweet, who smiles and is warm, and people feel safe around to be themselves and share whatever's on their mind, to be able to share that with me. And so I want people to feel safe with me, and I want to always see the good in things, even though life and circumstances sometimes make it hard. For example, the example I gave earlier with the experience I had today. And I feel like every day I aspire to be better, and with that, I think it's good to acknowledge that if I have a setback, it's okay. And if you have a setback, that's okay. What matters most is getting back up and trying again. And with that, kindness will save you, because choosing it even when it's hard shows that you're saving the truest part of yourself, which is what I believe, again, to be our natural state. I think kindness is our natural state. So when you choose kindness, you're returning to who you are, you're returning to yourself, and you're returning to, I feel like, the essence of being human.